Hi, my name is Najy.
I'm Alivia.
And we're the Lipstick Thespians. Today we're continuing on with our Rainbow Palette series.
Today, we will be featuring the Colored Raine Vivid Pigments palette. So, I've been excited for this palette since it launched like a year and a half ago. And they reformulated it recently and made it vegan. And that and a combination of a good sale pushed me over the edge to finally buy her.
I'm very excited.
This is our first Colored Raine palette, and I'm so happy. I mean, just look at her. She's so pretty.
This color story is everything. Well, if I'm gonna critique one thing about this palette before I even use it, whatever, is I wish there was another yellow. I wish there was like one less purple or blue and another yellow.
You're gonna say that, and then I bet you, like, at some point in the future, you can be like, but I love all of these blues and all of these purples.
Okay, fair enough.
If I know anything about you.
Well, we'll let the palette be the judge, or we'll be the judge of the palette.
Let's get to it.
And on this channel, we prime before all of our eye looks. I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, as I do with all of my eye looks.
And I am using the Bare Minerals Eyeshadow Plus Primer, which I do with all of my eye looks as well. That may change though. We have bought some new primers.
We have bought a handful of new primers, but we are a little nervous to use them in one of these videos, that, like in our ranking series, because we don't want the different primer to interfere with the application of the shadow. In a future series, so aka sometime in July, you will see us using
some other primer.
Yeah, we have.
And we won't be trying each other's primers because we have.
Yeah, we have.
I hate her primer.
I don't mind her primer, but it's not my favorite. So I am going to start my look. I feel like I start every look with a yellow, but that's just who I am. We're gonna start with the shade Lemon Drop, this gorgeous yellow right here.
The single yellow in the palette, which is to her dismay.
And we're gonna pack this in the center of my crease.
I'm gonna dip into the shade Purple Smurf, or Perp Smurf rather. It's not Perp Smurf. They probably didn't have room for that. They could have, but it's Perp Smurf. I'm not Colored Raine. I don't know what the intentions were.
So this is our first video filming. You'll see the videos that were released before this and some of the ones that will be released after this were filmed back in the month of May, which was a different time.
Yeah.
I had every intention of making June just releasing rainbow palette videos through the entirety of June to celebrate Pride, but that
Pride is canceled.
It's
now
Gay Wrath.
It's Wrath.
Yeah. We're celebrating Gay Wrath this year.
Yep.
And I'm very happy with that. And
getting back to our roots.
But I saw a post today that was like, this is the most authentic Pride that we've had in years. I'm like, damn, true. But I want to continue on with this series because rainbows are a source of joy in my life.
Rainbows are a source of joy. If you don't like rainbows, you're probably homophobic trash, and I don't want to associate with you.
If you're queer and don't like rainbows, sound off in the comments below. We promise we won't cyberbully you.
I apologize. But maybe I don't.
I uploaded the first video on June 1st, and like very shortly after I uploaded it, I took it down because I thought I, was trying to do things as properly as I could, acknowledging what brands had spoken out in favor of Black Lives Matter, what brands had donated, things like that in the comment description in the video description, but it just didn't feel right to have that video up to continue on sort of like halfway addressing the situation. So we put ourselves on a pause, like a lot of content creators, especially non-Black content creators did. Our pause was a little longer than others because we were actually, out protesting, and I, quite frankly, between working and protesting, didn't really have time to edit any videos or anything.
Also didn't really have much time to film this week.
Yeah.
This past week or so. And
it just didn't feel right to film. I wasn't in the right headspace at all. Continue this conversation, but right now I'm dipping into the shade Splash using that same Luxie brush.
This is so cute. I'm digging it already. I kind of use the purple. I guess it's kind of carving out where my, like, the end of my crease will be.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. But I think you know where this is going, and I hope you like it. 'Cause I'm excited.
But yeah, it didn't feel right, so we are back.
Yep.
This is our third video back. I wanted to address things directly instead of just in an insert, just in the description on our Instagram, like one-on-one or two-on-one.
Two-on-one.
To the camera, let you know kind of where we've been, what we've been doing.
And where we stand.
So where we stand, obviously, is Black Lives Matter. But I feel like that used to be a really hard stance to take.
Yeah.
Like, I used to fight people on Facebook about that stance back in like 2014, 2016. That was a controversial stance to take. But, now a lot of major corporations are taking that stance. We'll see if they stand by it when it's no longer a trendy movement.
Mm-hmm.
But a harder stance, I guess, to take is
the stance of defunding the police.
Yeah, which is where we stand on this channel.
We've actively went to protest and are going to go to protests still that are centered around advocating for redirecting police funds.
And we'll put resources, because I feel like the phrase, defund the police, can throw people off guard.
Yeah, I think if you only have those 3 words in your head, if you don't have any prior knowledge of what this movement is about, it can sound like something very jarring and very, it is a radical position to take, I will say that. But
it might make you think like, oh my god, it's the purge.
Yeah, it make you think like this country's gonna turn into the purge, we're gonna it's gonna be an anarchist society, and that's not what it's about.
It's about caring for your communities.
Yeah.
And
it's about putting that money that has long been going to a service that really should not be as involved in our daily life as it is, and redirecting it back to those services such as mental health work, such as education, such as addiction services that are not
homelessness.
Homeless issues that aren't met, whose needs are not going to be met by police intervention.
Yeah. So that's...
And whose needs are often met with police intervention because of the lack of funding in those areas in so many communities, even including our own, where, not without outing where I live, where the arts are very valued here, but we still cut them.
Yeah.
We still undervalue them. We still have a very bloated police budget in this area. So the area I live in is dipping into its own economic recession, and a town that I live very close to is looking to have a severely a severe budget shortfall. And yet the police in that town are looking to expand their budget this year. I don't want this channel to just be a distraction.
Because honestly, like, makeup is a passion of ours.
Yeah.
But quite honestly, I think, and theater is a passion of ours, but I think, like, at our core, our greatest passion is activist work, is social justice, is fighting for change. And we use theater kind of as a platform for that, and we try, and I don't really know if there is a way to like work makeup into that, but if we have a makeup platform, we'll kind of work our stance into that.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now, is we have this platform. It's about makeup, but there's something greater than makeup going on right now.
On that note, I will be dipping into shade Neo Blue with the same Morphe brush. You're gonna see this brush a lot today. Once again, I think you know where this is going, and I hope you like it.
Now I'm going to take the shade Sauce right here. We're going to go on the outer portion of the crease, just deepening that orange up into a red. I'm so excited about this next shade. I'm going to go into the shade Level Up. This gorgeous green, and I think this is going to complement the yellow really well. We're going to just put this in the spot between my crease and my nose. I really don't know if this spot has a technical name. We believe that being apolitical is a political stance, so we're going to talk about politics on this channel, and that's kind of something that I already knew was going to happen from the start of this channel. Like, I knew, because politics and activism work and social justice.
Being queer is political.
Yeah, the personal is political, and like, I knew this would be something that I wanted for our channel.
Yeah, no. I never intend to be apolitical in anything I do, really.
Yeah. So
I remember we were taking this random character quiz, and it asked you apolitical. It was from 1 to 100. I put 1.
All your characters were from the West Wing.
Yeah, I was like, that's not what I meant, homie. I don't understand how they said Princess Leia was what?
It was like
30 apolitical. I was like,
yeah.
Do you watch Star Wars?
Okay, so there are some people who like completely are like, yeah, I love Star Wars, and then when it comes to like real life resisting fascism, they're like,
that's literally the most annoying crap in the planet. Like, even the original series is political. Like,
it's incredibly political.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I know some people who are like, oh my god, Disney took the Star Wars series and made it liberal. And I'm like, no.
It was originally about fighting space Nazis. I am going to go into the shade Cute with this little Morphe brush right here.
Alright.
And this is going to go into my inner corner.
Alright. And I'm going to take the same Morphe brush again. Surprise, surprise to absolutely nobody. And I'm going to go into Level Up. I'm queer, and for some reason, I'm in my brain like, but do I remember the Order of the Rainbow? But I also think I just love second guessing myself.
Things that they have to teach you in gay school before they give you your gay card.
That's why I never got my gay card. That's why I'm bisexual. I couldn't complete my gay card.
Next, we are gonna go with this same Morphe brush into the shade of Vibes. We very intentionally, aside from the first video, which is a Latina and Caribbean owned brand, are pushing to the front of the series the black owned brands that we have rainbow palettes from, and It'll be at the front of the series, and then they'll also be scattered throughout the series as well, brands that we have duplicate palettes for, because I don't want it to just be, and here's their black-owned brands and now we don't care, because that's not our vibe.
No.
Like, we love a lot of black-owned makeup brands.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hello, hint, look at our mirrors.
Yeah.
I think I went a little bit too high.
I'm really sad UOMA doesn't have a true rainbow palette, because I would be so hype about that. They're one of those brands that, I don't know if anyone else who has been doing makeup for a while, like, kind of just, I don't want to say gets complacent with their makeup, but kind of just is like, yeah, sure, this is good quality, yeah, this is the quality I'll accept, this is good, whatever, and doesn't really get wowed by makeup as often as you used to when you were first really getting into makeup and trying high quality things for the first time. But like, UOMA, when I first tried their eyeshadow formula, I was like, this is what it's like to fall in love with makeup again.
And I bet you know what's coming next. I'm gonna take this Morphe brush right over here and I'm gonna dip into lemon drop. You bet it. You saw that.
Next, I'm going to take the same Morphe brush right here and go into the shade Jet Set. Next, I'm going to take the shade Drip Drop right here.
If you hate eyeshadow looks that go up to your brow, I don't know why you're on my
I was
channel.
gonna say, why are you on our channel? People, that's like probably my most controversial makeup take, is that I do my eyeshadow up to my brow bone and I don't care.
This is the lid space I have, and I'm gonna utilize her. And that's just how it is. You don't like it?
It's not your eyes. Now I'm gonna take the shade Drip Drop with this Morphe brush right here, and I'm just gonna kind of wing it out to match where the red goes. I'm just gonna take this Sonia Kashuk brush right here, and we're just gonna blend.
And before I go to my lid, I'm going to blend and clean up the other colors in this half rainbow.
I'm gonna just take a little bit more green with this Morphe brush right here. This is a marathon, not a sprint, so we're kind of reacclimating ourselves to normal day-to-day function, because for like 2 weeks it was like a sprint. It was like non-stop protest,
work,
share posts, find where to donate.
I mean, I don't know if we're talking about our theater company right now.
But yeah, let's
getting things situated with our theater company, because I guess we're starting that.
Yeah.
We're doing a production of She Kills Monsters, specifically the Virtual Realms production, recently released by Qui Gwen, the original playwright for the original She Kills Monsters. And in these trying times of everything, but this specifically related to COVID, we've been planning on this for a few weeks now. We finished the casting process and we're about to have our first rehearsal.
I was gonna say, by the time you see this video, we will have had our first rehearsal, which also got pushed back due to the sprint-like nature of the past couple weeks and how we've been engaging in activism and been really mindful about, you know, devoting all of that time and energy, and now kind of shifting our gears to make sure this is a sustainable fight, not just, you know, go, 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 and burn out. We're not gonna continue this fight. The hashtag and news cycle's over.
I'm gonna take more lemon drop. I'm gonna put that in my inner corner though, because we're about to get to the lower half of my lip.
Thank you for singing that.
You're welcome.
Use the same Morphe brush right here, and I'm gonna go back into Vibes and just kind of clean that up a little bit. While she's finishing up her eye look, I'm gonna clean up mine over here.
Alright, I'm gonna take this Luxie brush and dip into the shade Splash. But I'm using this Morphe brush again because apparently I can't get enough of it.
I'm gonna take the brush side of this Sonia Kashuk brow brush here, and I'm just gonna make sure that the wings on both eyes match with the shade Drip Drop.
I am going to take still this Morphe brush again, and I'm going to go into the orange. I'm not going to put it all over my lid with this brush. I'm just going to put it where I've cut the look.
I think, like, in the future, I do want to keep, not just, like, during this movement, but in general, I do want to keep, like, links for where people can donate and sign pertinent petitions. I want that to be a running thing that we keep in the descriptions of our videos.
Yeah.
So if you have any ideas of things you would like to see featured, you know, in the description boxes of our videos, causes you want to see us champion, let us know. This is, like, the movement for Black Lives Matter and defunding the police definitely for a good while is going to be what we will be focusing on, highlighting in
Bringing
our
awareness to
in our description, but definitely
we care about other things too.
Yeah,
This is a social justice household.
yeah, and we have this platform, so yeah, we're gonna use it.
Hell yeah. I'm going to use the Jeffree Morphe brush to blend the yellow and the orange in together. Take a little bit of lemon drop on it just to help that out. I have this brush in my hand because I'm going to use it again.
She's a woman with a plan.
I'm going to dip into the shade Sauce with this same Luxie brush. Apparently we're doing a look with 2 brushes today. I'm going to put that in my outer corner. Hello? This one's a little harder pressed than most of the other shades. There she is. There she be. Alright. We're gonna put on the face.
We're gonna put on lips.
We're gonna put on lips, mascara, maybe eyeliner, and we'll be back. And we're back! I guess this is final thought time.
I love this palette.
I do too! It is so, I mean, I can't say that it was like hyped up to me by others, but it was like hyped in my mind because I was so excited when I saw it. I didn't own a lot of eyeshadow when this palette first came out. To think that in a year and a half I've went from owning probably like 20 something palettes to owning over 130.
But I'm so glad we finally got this palette.
It is everything I hoped it would be. It helped me create a stunning eye look.
I think this, like, I don't know for sure because we haven't done the rest of the series, but I think this is like right now a favorite for me for doing creative looks with. I can imagine a lot of really cool uses for this palette.
I think it's definitely my favorite all matte palette that we've tried probably ever. I cannot stop raving about this palette. I love it so much. It was both insanely pigmented, but also very easy to blend together. Not that I necessarily am going to say that any palette of this sort would be a beginner-friendly palette, but it's definitely very user-friendly.
Yes.
And as somebody who is not a beginner, but is also like not an expert. I really appreciate that.
I love this palette. I've heard really, really good things about Colored Raine's eyeshadow formula. I've been thoroughly impressed with everything else that I've tried from them. I've tried their highlights, I've tried their liquid lips, and really enjoy both, and I'd been wanting to try their eyeshadow for so long. And, you know, the Queen of Hearts palette, which is the palette that I feel like most people hype up from the brand.
Yeah, that's kind of what made them famous.
It's a really pretty palette, but I don't necessarily
need
it.
This is much more our speed.
This is a very interesting rainbow color story, which is something I think we'll talk about in a lot of these videos, is that this was a rainbow color story that I really enjoyed working with, and there's a lot of different look options in this palette, which I think is really fun. It's very exciting.
I didn't use the neutral today because no neutrals in sight. But I do appreciate when rainbow palettes do offer you one or two neutrals to help you along the way, especially if you're going for a more, I guess, wearable look. I don't have that problem. I don't work a job where I need to have a wearable look.
Yeah. Very excited to have this in our collection. How it falls in the rainbow ranking,
we'll have to see. But for now, those are our thoughts. We will leave you with them. They were overwhelmingly positive.
In the spirit of this moment, sound off in the comments what are some of your favorite Black-owned brands, specifically if you have any indie brands that you like. I love looking into new indie brands.
Yeah.
So if you have any really exciting Black-owned indie brands, let us know. I'm wearing on my lips right now a shade from one of my favorite Black-owned indie brands, Be Elegant. I just cannot rave enough about this. It's a tight, like, Colored Raine is indie too, but
this is like baby brand.
Well, not baby, but like this is a very indie brand. And every time I can, I will hype this brand because they have some of the most interesting shades of liquid lips, as you can see on my lips. So let us know in the comments below.
We are also both wearing a highlighter from Juvia's Place today to talk about a bigger indie, Black-owned indie brand.
Yes. So, yeah, let us know in the comments below some of your favorite Black-owned brands, specifically if they are indie brands. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like,
subscribe,
and ring the bell, and get ready for the rest of our rainbow series. Mwah!